is no middle ground in life. There never was. You're either all in, fully committed to your vision, or you're standing on the sidelines watching real men take what could have been yours. And the truth? Nobody respects the guy who plays it safe. Nobody admires the man who dabbles, who hesitates, who refuses to bet on himself. The world isn't built for the half-hearted. You either put everything on the line, give your blood, sweat, and soul to your mission, or you accept mediocrity and live with the pain of knowing you had a chance, but you were too weak to take it. Every second you spend in hesitation is another second lost to the man who is willing to suffer. The one who grinds in silence while you overthink. The one who embraces the struggle while you seek comfort. The one who has already decided he will win at all costs. And when the time comes for rewards to be handed out, you will watch him rise while you sit there with nothing, wondering what the hell happened. So I'm going to ask you once, and I need you to answer with absolute clarity. Are you all in or are you out? No more trying, no more excuses, no more one day. That time is past. The decision is now. Look at the life you have right now. Look at the money in your bank account, the shape of your body, the direction of your future. You are exactly where you deserve to be. Not where you wish you were, not where you think you should be, exactly where your actions have placed you. Because life doesn't give handouts, doesn't reward intentions, doesn't care about potential, it cares about execution. It cares about what you are willing to sacrifice today so that you can dominate tomorrow. Most men fail because they refuse to commit. They want the rewards, but they aren't willing to bleed for them. They want to be rich, but they still sleep in. They want to be powerful, but they can't even control their own habits. They want to be respected, but they fold under the slightest pressure. And then they sit there complaining, blaming the world, acting like the universe is somehow responsible for their lack of results. No, brother, it's you. It has always been you. Because deep down, you haven't truly decided, you haven't drawn the line and said, I will do whatever it takes, no matter what. The truth is, success is a game of sacrifice. The men who win are the ones who pay the price up front. They give up their nights, their weekends, their comfort. They walk into the fire knowing it's going to burn, knowing it's going to hurt, but they go anyway because they understand the simple rule of life. Suffer now, thrive later. Pay today, play tomorrow. The weak, they avoid the pain. They cling to comfort like a child clings to his mother's leg, terrified of stepping into the unknown. And because of that fear, that hesitation, that pathetic attachment to security, they stay broke. They stay weak, they stay invisible. You tell yourself you want success, but do you actually live like it? Are you working like your life depends on it? Are you attacking your goals with the same hunger as a man who has nothing left to lose? Or are you lying to yourself, convincing yourself that someday, when the timing is right, when the stars align, when life hands you an opportunity on a silver platter, you'll finally take action? Because let me tell you something, that moment will never come. Nobody is coming to save you. No miracle is going to fall from the sky. There is no perfect time. There is only right now. The men who succeed in life aren't necessarily the smartest. They aren't the most talented. They aren't the ones who had it easy. They are simply the ones who went all in while everyone else hesitated. While you were busy second-guessing yourself, they were taking action. While you were waiting for motivation, they were grinding, pushing, suffering, and building themselves into unstoppable machines. And now when you see them at the top living the life you want, you tell yourself they got lucky? No, they earned it. You can either be the man who makes things happen or you can be the man who watches things happen. And let me warn you, the second option is far more painful in the long run because regret will haunt you for the rest of your life. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. And if you keep playing small, if you keep making excuses, if you keep operating at 50%, you are guaranteeing yourself a future of looking back and wondering, what if I had gone all in? What if I had truly given it everything? There is no success. There is no power without discipline. You don't get to have it both ways. You either commit yourself fully with absolute focus and unbreakable determination, or you accept that you will never be great. There is no alternative. There is no cheat code. There is no shortcut. You are either all in or you are out. And if you're out, step aside. Because the men who are truly committed, the ones who have made the decision to dominate, we don't have time for the weak. We don't have time for the hesitant. We don't have time for the ones who say they want it but refuse to suffer for it. This world belongs to those who take it. And if you're not willing to do that, then you will live your life on the sidelines, watching as others take everything you ever wanted, knowing deep down that you could have had it too. If only you had the balls to go all in. So make your choice because time is running out. And one day, whether you like it or not, you're going to realize that the life you have is nothing but a reflection of the choices you made. Sacrifice today, dominate tomorrow, or waste today, regret forever. It's on you. I once knew a man who had everything working against him. No connections, no money, no support. He wasn't special. He wasn't born into privilege. He didn't have a safety net. In fact, if you looked at his life, you probably bet against him. And for years, that's exactly what people did. They wrote him off as just another nobody, another faceless man who would live and die in mediocrity. He was broke, he was struggling, and every single day was a battle just to survive. But here's the difference between him and 99% of the world. He decided he was going to win no matter what. He made the decision that most men are too weak to make, the decision that separates kings from peasants, winners from losers. He committed fully, no half measures, no hesitation, no excuses. He went all in. While others were sleeping, he was working. While others were wasting time, he was sharpening his mind. Every second of his day was dedicated to one thing: becoming unstoppable. He sacrificed everything. No parties, no distractions, no useless entertainment. He cut off friends who weren't on his level. He ignored the opinions of people who didn't understand his vision. He put himself through hell, long nights, brutal failures, setbacks that would have broken a weaker man. And yet, he never wavered, not once. I remember a time when he had nothing left. His bank account was empty, his back was against the wall, and the world was laughing at him. People told him to quit, to be realistic, to stop chasing a dream that was clearly out of reach. And that was the moment that defined him. Because instead of giving in, instead of breaking like they all expected him to, he looked at himself in the mirror and said, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how hard it gets. I will not stop until I win. And that was it. That was the turning point. Because from that moment on, he became a different man. He moved differently. He spoke differently. He carried himself with an intensity that made people take notice. He wasn't just another guy trying to succeed. He was a man on a mission. A man who had burned the boats, who had removed all options of failure. He didn't have a backup plan. He didn't have a way out. It was either win or die trying. And guess what? He won. Because that's what happens when you refuse to accept anything less than victory. When you dedicate every ounce of your being to one goal, the universe bends to your will. It has no choice. People started respecting him. Opportunities started coming his way. The same people who once doubted him were now asking for advice. And the life he once dreamed of, he was living it because he earned it. That's the power of going all in. That's the difference between men who rise and men who fall. Most people never make it because they never truly commit. They have one foot in and one foot out. They chase success, but they keep their backup plans, their safety nets, their little excuses for why they can't give 100%. And that's why they stay average. That's why they never break through. Let me make this clear. You don't get to be great unless you sacrifice. You don't get to be successful unless you give up everything that is holding you back. You don't get to have it both ways. You either suffer now and dominate later, or you stay comfortable now and suffer for the rest of your life. Pick one. Because at the end of the day, the world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care about how hard your life is. The only thing that matters is, did you commit or did you quit? Did you go all in or did you play it safe? If you're listening to this and you feel like you've been stuck in the same place for years, ask yourself one question. Have you actually given it everything? Have you truly sacrificed? Have you put yourself in a position where failure is not an option? Or are you still holding back, still waiting for the right time, still telling yourself you'll start taking it seriously tomorrow? Because here's the truth. There is no tomorrow. There is only today. And the men who understand that, they win every single time. Let me tell you something that should terrify you. Most people will never make it. Not because they aren't smart, not because they weren't given opportunities, but because they never had the guts to go all in. They wasted time, they hesitated, they played life like it was some casual game where you can restart if things go wrong. And then before they knew it, they were 40, 50, 60 years old, sitting in a life they never wanted, full of regret, realizing that they could have been great, but they never had the balls to commit. You think you have time? You don't. Time is the most ruthless killer. That it doesn't wait, it doesn't slow down, it doesn't care about your excuses. Every second you waste is a second you will never get back. And here's the harsh truth. Someone out there right now is taking the opportunity you're too afraid to grab. Someone else is putting in the work while you're thinking about it. Someone else is sacrificing while you're making excuses. And in 5 years, when you're still in the exact same place, he will be miles ahead of you. You need to wake up. You are in a war. A war against time, a war against mediocrity, a war against the weak, pathetic part of you that wants to stay comfortable. And in this war, there are only two types of men. The ones who commit and the ones who get left behind. Which one are you? Because here's the thing. There are no second chances in life. You don't get to hit rewind. You don't get to relive your 20s or your 30s. You either take action now or you end up like the millions of men who wake up one day realizing that life has passed them by, and by then it's too late. That's the reality no one wants to tell you. Think about the greatest men in history, the ones who built empires, the ones who changed the world, the ones who are remembered. Do you think they got there by trying or doing their best? No. They decided they were going to win no matter what it took. They didn't waste time wondering if they should go all in. They just did it. And that's exactly why most people will never be great. Because they live in this pathetic middle ground, this space of hesitation, of maybe later, of I'll start when I'm ready. Newsflash, you will never be ready. No one is. The difference between the winners and the losers is simple. Winners start before they feel ready. They jump in, they make mistakes, they learn fast, and they refuse to quit. Meanwhile, the weak sit on the sidelines waiting for the perfect time that never comes. You need to start thinking differently. Right now, every single decision you make is shaping your future. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, every time you procrastinate, every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you are literally choosing to be a failure. Do you understand that? You are choosing to be average. No one is forcing you to be weak. You are doing it to yourself. And if you keep going down that path, let me tell you exactly what will happen. One day, you're going to wake up and it will hit you. You will look in the mirror and realize that you wasted your potential. That you could have been something, that you could have built a legacy, but you played it safe. And there is nothing more painful than that moment, because once you reach it, you can't go back. That's why I'm telling you, stop hesitating, stop waiting, stop pretending like you have forever, because you don't. Life is short. Opportunities don't come twice. Either you take control now or you watch your life slip away day by day until there's nothing left but regret. So ask yourself right now, are you all in or are you all out? Because there is no middle ground. There is no kind of successful. You either commit to winning or you prepare to lose. And the brutal truth, if you don't decide today, you've already lost. Listen to me and listen carefully. Your life is a direct reflection of your